My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of VHS 85. And this is a franchise that is very hit or miss for me. There are some amazing segments, there's also some terrible segments, and lots in between. So, just like every anthology movie, most of these are very uneven. And this movie, I would actually say, is the most consistent, but it's consistently bad. Um, I wish I loved this, I really do, but I don't think there's a single good segment here. The very best is mediocre, which is a real shame because I love so much of what they're trying to do here. Like, I love the look and feel of this movie. The aesthetics are perfection. It feels like something from 1985. You've also got yourself some real great blood and gore. The practical effects look great. But every segment is either bad or way too short. So let's rank them. And the worst one is TKNOGD, directed by Natasha Khomeini. This was the easiest pick for me. It's what killed the entire momentum of the movie for me. I thought it was so bad and so boring. And you got yourself a nice final minute, but everything leading up was just as underwhelming as it gets. My second least favorite might be a hot take, but it's Dreamkill, directed by Scott Derrickson, the guy who made Doctor Strange and Sinister, two movies I love. He also directed The Black Phone, The Day the Earth Stood Still, and I like the premise, and there is some great kills, but the story just feels entirely rushed. And maybe it should have been a feature length movie instead of a short, but it just didn't really work for me, and I found it to be very boring as a result. I had no investment in these characters or anything going on. I was never intrigued, and yeah. The third worst is God of Death, directed by Gigi Guiro. And I actually kind of like the first 70% of this short, where it's just people stuck in a destroyed building trying to get out, and you really feel the dire circumstances. And I thought it was effective at that level, as you're just watching people cross through vents and trying to get out of this building. And you've got yourself some nice effects in the end, but it kind of, I think it just should have been a movie. Like, it just feels like too much happened, and like the 180 just feels too fast, and it just, I like some ideas though going for, but I thought it needed much more time. And also, I didn't care about any of the characters. The second best one is called Total Copy, directed by David Bruckner, who did the Hellraiser movie from last year. He did The Night House. He did The Ritual. So he's like an up and coming horror director. People love him. And this one was fine, maybe? The first 70% is really boring, but then it gets really over the top and really goofy in the end. And I thought it was entertaining. I liked the practical effects, and the last shot was so strange that it might be the most memorable aspect of this movie. But then we get to my favorite one, and to me, this one was no contest. It's No Wake. It's made up of two different stories. The first one is these kids on a lake, and they start getting under attack. And that was really great and tense, but then they kind of turn into zombies, and I'm like, this is awesome. Where do they go from here? And it just ends. No, 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 no. I wanted more of that. Like, if that kept going, it would have been fantastic and would have really up my thoughts on this movie in general, but it just ends. And then we get another story later on, which ties into the first one, but focuses on the shooter and her family. And once again, I thought it started off really well, and then it becomes an action movie, and then it just ends. And I just feel like, okay, the two different perspectives, it's weird, it's memorable, there's something really great here, but I want an entire 90-minute long movie of this. Not like two 10-minute long short films. I wanted more, and because they're both ended so abruptly and they don't connect as much as you want them to, and it just feels like it's the tip of the iceberg, and yeah, whatever. So VHS 85 just let me down. I was hoping to love it, and I just found every segment to be either too short, well, they should have been movies, or underwhelming. As much as I like the aesthetics and the look of this movie, it's yeah, it let me down. So I'll give VHS 85 4 out of 10. Okay, have you seen VHS 85? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin out.